So just behind me here in this row that was carrots and onions, I just harvested them. There's a good variety of carrots coming out of here that look beautiful. Some of them are really big, others a bit smaller, and some beautiful little purple cooking onions and shallots that have come out as well. So they'll get washed up. And now right here on my left, there's just a few more potatoes to harvest, and then that row's done and we're ready to start looking at fall planting in this side of the bed. Okay, we've harvested the carrots and now we're doing the potatoes that are right next to them. The carrots are right here in this area with the onions, and now we're doing potatoes. I want you to see this just because I've been blown away. I've harvested about half the potatoes in this row now. I had a friend and his daughters over this week, and we picked the potatoes from one plant, and there was 6 pounds of potatoes. So if we get a harvest like that on another plant, this bowl won't hold what one plant provides. So I just want you to be here for this. Let's see what we get. Okay. You never know, right? So there's one. They're in there good. Okay, so we've pulled up the top, but now we're not sure what's down below, right? So you start digging up. You're seeing these, okay? Just get those right in there. Okay, this is what I'm talking about, is when you get a potato that's that size. Do you see how big that is? Oh, just so you see, because we talked about wireworm in this bed affecting the lettuce. There's a wireworm right there, and it's actually coming out of the potato. Do you see it? Right there. There, pulled him out. That's him, that's a wireworm. So he's making a little hole in the potatoes. That's not gonna make the potatoes bad. They're still gonna taste great, but that's what's been killing the lettuce in this same bed. And I've got a plan for something we're gonna do here that's gonna be useful in the future for getting rid of these wireworms as well. But let's not get too sidetracked. And, oh, see here, there's another potato like this. It's just so cool. And when I get under this coffee sack that's here, that's the thing that surprises me, because the drip line's actually down there. Oh, look, another 2. So just so you're keeping track of the bowl here, how, you know, the weather's a bit weird, or the sun's a bit weird, but that's what's going on. I'm just gonna, seems like at this point, at day 80, there's no little potatoes. They're all biggies. Okay, just dig a few more times here with my hand to see that I got all or most of them. Pretty shocking. Okay, so I might be into the adjacent potato plant now. So that's from picking that plant, and you can see how hefty that is. I'm actually going to get my scale because I just love seeing how much there is. 1 second, I'll be right back. See what this one does here. Oh my goodness. So it's coming in at 8 pounds with the bowl included. So there's like 3.5 kilos of potatoes in that. I'm just going to pick the rest of these, and we'll just keep motoring along. Here we go. Okay, we'll just pick them all and see what we get. There's a chard plant here. We're going to let the roots of the chard plant stay, and we're just going to harvest the food of the chard. I'll just put all the remaining potatoes up on this sack here so we can see them all, and we can have, you know, like little victory dances and stuff like that, because it's pretty exciting to harvest potatoes like this. You realize there's only like an exposure here of 30 centimeters of soil, and on a 12-foot long bed, this is like a 4-meter long bed, we're gonna end up having had 12 plants that probably will have produced between 25 to 30 kilos of potatoes. Pretty incredible. I think there's 1 or 2 final plants here on our day 80 harvest, and then we'll be wrapping up our day 80 harvest. And by the next video, which will be before the day 90 harvest, we're gonna be talking about planting our winter veggies in this same bed in these same locations. That's gonna get super exciting. I'm just gonna move this chart out of the way a bit more so you guys can see a bit better all the potatoes coming out of here. I should have done a biggest potato contest in this row because there's been so many huge ones. Well, I lay down some sacks here. Okay. So It's been 5 minutes since we harvested all the potatoes here, and what I want to do immediately is cover the soil and protect it. The soil, the sunlight, and the water are the keys to getting all these seeds to produce this amazing, abundant organic harvest. The soil is our biggest ally in all this adventure, and we have an incredible amount of ability to control how well it does. So I don't want it to be stepped on if at all possible. I don't want it to be cultivated excessively. I don't want it to be exposed to the sunshine. I want it to be totally cuddled and nestled into as many coverings as possible so that it can always be in a recovering, restorative mode to provide more health and nutrition. Do you guys remember what I told you at the beginning? Every time I come to another 10-day update, I think this is going to be the best update. There's no way we can get more next time, and then we get more next time. Like, this is chard that I harvested today, and none of this was planted. This is all volunteer chard that was either in the carrot row or in the potato row, and it just grew up from seed that got moved around by bugs or birds or something like that. Well, there's so much chard here, it's crazy. Now you look at the potatoes, there's like 7 or 8 kilos of potatoes here, and then you look into here and we've got the huge head of cauliflower, all the cucumbers, zucchini, all the purple onions, and all the carrots. Day 80, rock your world. Now we're gonna get ready to plant fall things in here, so between now at day 80 and our next update at day 90, I'm gonna come in here, I'll video it of course, and we'll plant some great things that are gonna last through the fall and hopefully into the winter to keep on feeding the family and get the most abundance out of your backyard. The other thing to note is that just over here on your left, that's the row that was so difficult to grow lettuce in, and you'll see it's lush right now because it's growing beets that we thinned last video, and a whole bunch of beans which are now flowering. So I'm gonna have a whole bunch of bush beans. They're stretching at about 1 meter, but they don't want to climb so much. They just kind of want to vine around, so that's going to be perfect. We'll probably be getting some baby beans by day 90. It keeps on getting better. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you're inspired. The planting between now and day 90 is going to be amazing, and who knows, maybe day 90 is even going to be more abundant than day 80. And this is a lot of food. Till next time.